Hello and welcome to Reel from Mount Marie in Holyoke, the mother house of the Sisters of St. Joseph. The sisters, who have served in this diocese for more than a century, now find themselves in need of help from the local Catholic community and are seeking assistance from those who they have ministered to throughout the years. The problem is at once simple yet vast in scope: the need to finance the healthcare needs of their aging membership. Terry Hegarty tells us now how the religious community is planning to reach out in an appeal next weekend.
Since 1883, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Springfield have served tens of thousands of people across western Massachusetts. Over the last several decades, with a decrease in vocations, the average age of sisters in the community has dramatically increased. At the same time, expenses associated with caring for their aging population have also risen sharply. Currently, only 1/4 of the retirement needs of the sisters are funded. In response, the sisters are appealing to the people that they served.
Without outside help, we will not make it. We truly need to do significant fundraising and turn to our many friends, turn to those whom we help to educate, turn to colleagues, and ask for help.
People can answer that request for help through a special parish appeal next weekend. Flyers detailing some of the fiscal problems offer parishioners an opportunity to say thank you to the sisters for their years of dedicated ministry. The Sisters of St. Joseph are most well known for educating the young in our diocese, but the sisters were not paid much for their years of hard work and dedication. Sister Maxine recalls when she began teaching at Cathedral High School.
I was very young and thinking, well, they wouldn't even have to pay me to do this. I love it so much. Of course, that was not a very practical outlook, but the feeling was there. And even among those who were certainly more foresighted than I was at that age, we loved what we did. We weren't doing it for money. We were doing it because this is what we felt called by God to do.
While the congregation operates in the diocese, it is not a diocesan entity. It is an independent community.
Now, as the sisters get older, they don't have the income they once had, and the costs, of course, have skyrocketed for taking care of older people, and they have a responsibility to their sisters. And I think we have a responsibility to those sisters to help them as best we can, to make sure that their later years are filled with concern and compassion and help so that they might live decent lives in community.
O God, come to my assistance.
If you go back well over a century, the sisters were teaching in schools. Well over a century they were involved in parish ministries. Well over a century they've been involved in reaching out to us in all different ways in our parishes throughout the diocese. And now, as they reached out once to us, they're asking us to reach out to them.
Over the last several years, the sisters have further analyzed their fiscal situation and reduced expenses substantially. They are studying ways to leverage their property at Mount Marie. 2 elderly housing complexes have opened within the last decade, making use of buildings that had become a financial drain. Since the 1990s, the Mount Marie Healthcare Center has been open to the general public, not just the sisters. The residences are open to the general public as well. Sister Maxine says that 2 other buildings on the campus would lend themselves to development, which would further ease the operational expenses of the community. The appeal is designed to secure the future of hundreds of sisters, and Sister Maxine says that no matter the outcome, the congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Springfield will continue.
I have tremendous confidence that we are going to pull through this very difficult time for our congregation. We will continue to be about the ministry. We will continue to have a presence at Mount Marie.
Sister Maxine was inspired to become a Sister of St. Joseph because of the sisters who ministered to her as a child.
What I would tell you, you would hear from so many sisters my age across the country, that we were inspired to become members of the religious congregation because of the sisters who taught us. At St. Joe North Adams, we had some wonderful teachers. Their world was a big world in terms of thought, in terms of challenge. They were warm, they were enthusiastic. I love being a Sister of St. Joseph. I can't imagine anything I would want to be besides.
The Sisters of St. Joseph are also known for their important work in other ministries, helping those in need in all areas of life.
I would say to those who have known our sisters, whether it's in schools or parishes or agencies, wherever they have come in contact with our sisters, if you're able to help, we will be so grateful. We can promise you this, that we will use the support you give us to keep on being active in ministry, because that's why we exist, and to care for our elders. We can't do both well without help.
People can help by making a pledge through their parish next weekend. Sister Maxine says she and all of the Sisters of St. Joseph are extremely grateful to those who have already made contributions, and she says that she's confident that parishioners will respond with similar generosity. Reporting for Reel to Reel, this is Terry Hegarty.